Welcome to our Facebook Live crafting session from Come Crafting with Jill and Jez. I'm Jill.
And I'm Jez.
And on the first Saturday of every month, we do a joint live crafting session over in our Facebook group, Come Crafting with Jill and Jez. If you'd like to watch along live next time, please come and join our group. There'll be a link below this video. I hope you enjoy watching. Okay, right, we'll go with that. Okay, so we're doing Christmas today. And I am using this set, which is not a new set from this year. This was from last year's set that nice. I bought. And it's got a really nice embossing folder with it, which is a hybrid embossing folder. Mm-hmm. So basically you can do this, you can emboss this, and then you can also cut it out. You can do several things with it. I've forgotten now all the things you can do. I'm sure there's 3 things. So you can emboss it and then you can cut it. I'm sure there's something else you can do, which I can't remember. Oh, I think you can cut the outline, or you can cut it. You can do an intricate cut as well. Yeah. So it's quite, but I just quite like it like this. I don't know if you can see the relief there, can you? But
I can.
I quite like that.
If you go slightly, oh no, it's all right. So I was just looking at my iPad there, and you were a little bit out. You're fine there.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. So this is my card that we're going to make today.
Very
so
nice.
The embossed panel behind there, and then some of the elements from the stamp set. The Merry Christmas isn't from this set. Now, I do like the layout and the fonts of these greetings, but I just don't like what they say. Together is the, you know, if that said something like Merry Christmas, I'd love it. But today, together is the merriest place to be. Thinking of you, though, I suppose that's okay. If you were sending it to someone who'd recently been bereaved or something, that would be okay. A joyful Christmas to you, and don't really say that. So I'm a bit disappointed with those. So I've used Merry Christmas from this set, which was another one that just fell in my basket late on. Yeah, I've used the Merry Christmas from there.
Some nice useful sentiments in that one there.
Well, yeah, I like that happy birthday.
Yeah,
it reminds me of, was it Happy Birthday Gorgeous when we had a really nice happy birthday?
I think something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I like that happy birthday. I've seen some nice things made with the balloons as well, and of course hearts. If it stays in the catalogue, the hearts will be good at Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So yeah, that fell in my basket with the dies that go with it as well.
Yeah.
Another one fell in my basket this week. The Snowman Magic. That was Heather's fault. You know? Is that Heather on here? It's all her fault. She's an enabler. It's all her
well, she made me spend £200 on a new die cutting machine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, all these people that are enablers. Yeah. Right. Okay. So my card, I used real red for the background and the ribbon here and the frame. But I'm going to do green one. I'm going to do Evening Evergreen.
Oh, nice.
Mainly because I've got a whole pile of Evening Evergreen to use up before it.
Yeah, you were going to give me some of that at the last retreat, and then you didn't come.
See you. No, I can send some to you though. I can send you some.
Thank you.
I have got loads. Right. Okay. So I have already embossed my panel because I didn't really want to be hoiking my big die cutter in and out. So that's going to layer on there. But before we layer it, we're going to do a bit of ribbon around it. So here I use there's a combo pack in the catalogue, red and green. I can't remember what the green is, but I just looked online.
Excuse me, must I stand up and get my catalogue?
Yeah, I looked online, and there was to see if we still had red ribbon in the catalogue, because this isn't actually the most current ribbon, I don't think, but it's very similar to what's in the catalogue still.
Yeah, real red and garden green.
Yeah. So there's sort of like
in the catalogue.
Christmassy. So I'm using the Evening Evergreen open weave ribbon to do this today.
Looks like you've got loads of that left as well.
Yeah, I haven't used a lot of this. It's not my favourite colour, Evening Evergreen.
Oh, I love it.
That's why I've got loads of it left. It's a bit dark for me, and you know me, I like nice light bright colours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure just a width around there and cut that off. So waste a little bit of ribbon doing it like this, but
I'm just going, what? How much ribbon are you wasting?
Right, so I'm going to tie a knot first of all. So I'm into tying knots rather than bows. I don't like a big bow on a card really, so I just tie a knot and just have 2 loose ends. So like that, and I'll trim those in a minute, and then that's going to go around there. But what I'm going to do, so that bit is going to go around there, so I'm just going to cut it there, and then it can go round like so. Just need to sort this out a bit.
ends go somewhere sensible. So a little bit of tear and tape to hold it in place across the middle till I put my sentiment label on there. So a little bit of tear and tape across the middle, and a little bit of tear and tape. I find this the easiest way to do ribbon, and this ribbon and this ribbon is really nice to do this with because they're not very bulky. So if you're going to put it behind your cards, some of our ribbons, they're just a bit too bulky to do that, because they just end up making your card go
We've got quite a few evening evergreen fans.
Oh really? So yeah, I'm out on my own.
You are. It's a great Christmas colour, lots of us are saying.
Yeah, I know. It probably is. It's just not my favourite Christmas colour. So we're going to go there, across there, and then take this off.
We can do some swaps. See, I'll give you all my polished pink. You give me all your evening evergreen.
Yeah, see, I love polished pink, but it's not really a very you colour, is it? I would be sad when these in colours retire though, because I do love all the others. I love the fresh freesia and pale papaya and polished pink. So quite sad that they're going. It's just this one that I don't use very much.
We have got quite a long time with them yet though.
Yeah, till June, haven't we?
We've got 6 months still.
Yeah, so if you were being a lot more thrifty than me, you could do this and waste a lot less ribbon.
Yeah.
I'm not advocating the way I'm doing it as a way to do it, because you end up wasting that much ribbon. So hey ho. So then I'm just going to trim these tails off a little bit.
Oh, Annette's saying she's lost the video.
Oh, have you lost?
But nobody
me?
else is saying that.
Oh, it looks all right on my camera.
It's all right on mine. Hopefully we're all right.
Right, and that's going to lay it onto there. I don't know whether there's a right way or a wrong way with this frame. I think I did it the other way up the other one, but I don't think it matters. No. So a little bit of Tombow.
If it's wrong, then it's for somebody in Australia, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, there's not a wrong way in craft. There's just a reason to innovate.
Yeah. Oh, Penny's saying save that bit of ribbon for a tag.
Yeah, I will. I don't throw them. Don't throw them out. Actually, I do save them. And the advantage is it is long enough to do something else with.
Yeah.
You know, so it's otherwise I would have had a tiny little bit left over and would have had to throw that.
Yeah.
But I will save that. There. So that's our panel done, and then we're going to do some stamping. So real red and evening evergreen. We're going to do the poinsettia first. There's 2 sizes of poinsettia in this set. Actually, oh no, yeah, I will do this one. I was wondering whether the little one might look better, but actually this one probably makes more of a statement. So you need 2 real red poinsettias, and then you just need one little berry with one of the berries. And that's all your real red done. And then evening evergreen. And you need I don't know what to call these leaves. They're just different sort of foliages.
Yeah.
Sort of like a bit like mistletoe, I suppose, that one. And then this one is sort of a fir. Could be a branch of a fir tree.
Yeah.
I guess. And then 2 holly leaves. There's 3 sizes of holly leaves. This is the littlest one. There.
Nice.
And because I didn't want to hoik my big die cutter out,
Here's one you made earlier.
I did a Blue Peter and I cut them all out beforehand. So
I've done a bit of that.
They're all cut out ready.
Lovely.
So, oh, I've got to do the label. I try and stick them on. I've got to do the label though. Can't stick them on until I've done the label. And I do need I'll have to have my little die cutter out for this. So, little bit of another little bit of very vanilla. Using the embossing buddy to stop me getting specks everywhere.
Well remembered.
Yeah, I don't know.
You did what? Penny's saying you did what? Blue Peter was a children's programme. It's still going. And from our childhood, it's been going like 50, 60 years, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they used to always do crafts. and they'd be making something, and then they'd say, and here's one I made earlier, and we call it a Blue Peter moment.
Yeah.
It's a very British thing.
Yeah, because they didn't want to wait and have to show you the whole process, so they just said, "Oh, here's one I made earlier." Right, so I'm going to stamp the Merry Christmas, not the Happy Birthday, from Celebrate with Tag. This is what I'm going to cut it out with. This is another die from the Merriest Moments. So I'm just going to position that so I can just see roughly that this is going in the middle where I want to stamp. Right,
Anthony's saying, I'm still trying to work out how to make Tracy Island. Remember that Tracy Island? Oh my God, that was a mammoth task.
Yeah.
I never bothered.
Yeah, I did used to make some of their things. They made like a doll's house thing once, and you had toothpaste tops as little sort of plant pots and things.
Yeah. And they made a toilet. I can't remember what they used for the toilet, but I remember thinking, that's genius. I think that's why we all became crafters, wasn't it?
Yeah. Started off by Blue Peter.
Yeah. Hazel Ann saying she did actually make the Tracy Island. I hope you've got photos.
Right, so I'm just going to go quiet for a minute while I just emboss this. Heat emboss this.
Yes, I do remember Tracy Island. That was never going to get made. My mother looked at me and went, not a chance.
No.
It's the story.
I mean, obviously I've not changed very much, because I used to love watching them make them. I never actually did them myself, but I used to love the process of watching them make things.
Yeah.
And now I watch people on YouTube, and I don't actually make half the stuff, but I enjoy watching them.
Yeah. Penny's saying we're lucky. I wonder actually if they would be on YouTube somewhere.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Then we can all make Tracy Islands for people for Christmas.
Yeah. Right. So I'm just gonna. Oh, I'm off camera. Let's try and bring this back on camera.
Now we're remembering the Advent wreath with the tinsel and the coat hangers.
Every year, the Advent wreath.
Yeah. Never made one of them.
No, but again, I loved watching it.
Yeah.
The thing was, the things I did occasionally attempt to make things, and they never looked like theirs.
No.
That was like, was it Art Attack? That guy that Neil Buchanan, who used to make all those amazing paper mache things, and I'd have a go, and I'd think, mine doesn't look anything like this.
Oh, we made all of those with Liam. Liam absolutely loved Art Attack.
Yeah.
And I had a house full of paper mache things.
Yeah. I mean, they were very clever, but mine never looked. I've had a complex all my life about anything I make looking like a 5-year-old did it, and certainly those things used to look like a 5-year-old had done them. Hopefully, I've improved a little bit since then.
Yeah, well, Anthony's just saying that's why we now use Stampin' Up, because that's guaranteed success.
Yeah. Right, now somewhere here, there it is. I've cut a little bit of card, and I've written down the dimensions for you all, because this is slightly bigger than a normal card, because in order to accommodate the embossing folder, which I think is done in American sizes. So the card blank is 15.5 by 11.5 centimeters, or I've done it in inches as well.
I was just in my head trying to work it out.
6.25 by 4.5 inches.
Right.
The embossed layer measures 6 inches by 4.25 inches, or 15 by 11 centimeters. Hope you're all impressed here.
Yeah, I'm very impressed.
And this piece of cardstock measures 7.3 times 5.5, and I've let myself down. I haven't done the inches. I've got to do the inches on that one. Let's just do it.
Oh, Sylvia and Vanessa have just joined us. Hi, ladies.
So this is
Sylvia's my sister.
2 7/8 by 2 1/8. Is that right? 2 7/8 by 2 1/8 is the size of that, and that should layer really nicely with that label that we've just cut out, with a tiny border, which is what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I'm going to glue him down. Just a very fine line of glue around there. I tidied up one of my drawers the other day, and I found about 5 tombos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Wish I had 5 tombos. I've got about 1.
Working my way through them. There. And that is going to layer onto there.
Nice one.
Like so. So this really does make it very easy. You know, you've got a panel here where your label goes. You've got a die to cut out the panel. So, you know, you couldn't have it much easier, really.
Yeah.
Makes it very, very easy. So,
bonjour, Alison.
like so. And I'm just going to hold that in place for a minute to make sure that doesn't come up. Right, okay, so now go back to my die cut bits.
Anthony's just saying when he looks in drawers, he finds scraps of card and dust.
Yeah, yeah. I just thought I'd have a sort out of this drawer, which was looking a bit full, and there's all these Tombos lurking at the back. I think they had an offer on Tombow at one stage, which must have been when I bought it. Right, so that's going there.
I'm like, I've still got Stampin' Seal, not Stampin' Seal, Fast Fuse.
Fast Fuse, yeah.
From their offer 5 years ago.
Right, so I just bent the petals up a little bit with my bone folder here, just to give it a little bit of dimension. And I'm layering the two poinsettias on top of each other, just to give it a little bit more dimension as well.
Yeah.
Like so. Okay.
Lovely.
And then we need this bit of foliage is going up that way. So and what I'm going to do, have I put them away? I have. I'm going to take a dimensional. Actually, I want a little one. Where's my little dimensionals? And I'm just going to put it right at the end of this so that it just stands up a little bit away from the card.
Yeah.
So a little bit of glue at the bottom to glue the bottom down. And then that'll just give it a little bit of, just raise it up a little bit from the card. And the same on this one. Though this one I think I need to cut down. I think I cut the other one down a little bit. Just cut a little bit off it. Just doesn't need to be quite that long like that. And then again, a little dimensional on the end and a little bit of glue on there, like so. And
nice.
then I had a, what did I use? I used one of these, I think, which are opal round. Oh, I don't know if they're in the catalogue actually. Are they in the annual catalogue or were they in one that's retired? I don't know. But any kind of gem would do in the middle there. If I'd had a big gold one, I would have put a big gold one in there, but I don't have a big gold one, so.
They're not in the mini. They might be in the annual.
Yeah, I think they might be in the annual.
Excuse me, standing up.
And then 2 holly leaves. Both on dimensionals, just to give a little bit.
Opal rounds, yeah, they're in the annual.
Yeah. So I might do the holly going the other way on this card. I do like a sprig of holly with berries. Yeah, Christmas card. And then just glue this. Don't need to be on dimensionals, the berries. Just glue them down. And then to finish off, I just used a few red rhinestones. They are still in the catalogue. I just checked that as well. Really need to have a sort out of my stuff and get all the stuff that's not in the catalogue anymore. I'm going to put 2 up here. I like to do groups of 3 when I'm doing embellishments and things like this, odd number. And ta-da!
Nice.
It's done!
Lovely!
And I will do something, I didn't think before I came on, but I will, obviously it's quite dark card, so I will do something inside, and I'll probably stamp a holly leaf or something inside there. So there's my 2 cards, one in Evening Evergreen and one in...
Shunt them over a little bit so we can see all of the red one. There, that's lovely.
Better. So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's my project for today.
Beautiful, people are saying, and they're right.
Yeah. So they will go in my box of cards to write on before too long.
Yeah.
So getting to that time. Right, I'm going to turn myself round again.
Super.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my projects. Now you can pop over and watch Jez's project, and watch her half of the live video and see her amazing projects that she's making. Bye.
Bye.